Thank you everyone for being here, though. All right, we're in. We're in, and we're ready to go. Another wild-looking map. Let's
these are
start in
definitely
the.
interesting Pingalas. Or Pingalas.
Okay.
Pangaeas, I mean.
Wow, this is crazy. So there is a connection all the way around. We have Preslav in the bottom here, and Norway up against the coast, kind of by themselves. Looks like. Although, be curious to see.
Rage is gonna love this. Like, that's so perfect for them. Like,
Yeah.
for how fast they expand with their religion and their holy sites on the coastline.
He's gonna love his life. He's got this whole section to himself with a bunch of city states. He's gonna be able to take this whole peninsula over. This is, to me, right out of the gate before we see anything else.
We're looking at Norway. We're looking at Norway right now. Essentially,
that's soon to be Norway right there, and then a little bit of a pretty. Actually, this is actually interesting.
This is going to be really good if they
this is going to be very interesting for naval battle because the Indonesians have themselves a lot of space as well. They have a fair amount of space they can go into there. Although they will have to compete. I'm assuming this is Majapahit. Yeah, Mapuche, whatever you want to call them. And then they have some space down here. They'll be able to take over Kumasi. And they have a wonder they can settle here. So they'll have some pretty good flexibility, I feel like. So that's the naval civs there. And then over here on this great big blob, we're going to have 6 civs battling out to see what's going on.
It's nice too that Genghis Khan and Mapuche are right close to each other, and they naturally offset each other.
Mm-hmm. So they'll be able to actually do their own battle amongst themselves, almost to be a unique battle.
Yeah, if anything, I think that kind of favors Genghis Khan with his cavalry ability, because Mapuches will be going for the coursers, right? That's their unique unit.
Yeah, and then so actually they have a wonder up here, pretty good wonder, and they're not going to be able to contend it from him. So that's Mapuche, and then but they'll actually, this is going to be a really interesting battle. These guys are going to be head to head, Mapuche v Genghis Khan. So we'll have to see what happens there.
And then to Lestaba from my chat, as he's played 2 games, he was the one that was in that first game with me, and he says that he can definitely confirm that all disasters are now more frequent, regardless of your disaster level setting.
Oh well, okay.
So that's something that we need to pay attention to, and we'll see.
Good to know. Peter, once again, Russia lost their advantage. They are limited, to say the least, on their tundra. But that being said, they have a lot of room. They're not going to have a lot of tundra room, but they'll probably have to compete with Germany on this side. It'll be interesting to see if Germany tries to get the other side of this mountain once he learns that Russia's on this side. Russia's got a wonder here. Crater
I'm
Lake.
assuming Russia's probably going to go River Goddess if they have their say.
They have a fair amount of river. They have a river to their left, and I wouldn't be surprised. And the river's all the way up through the north here. We have what looks like it's going to be a turn 2 settle from Korea, and they're going to have a 2-2 city center. They'll have a 2-3 elephant in the second tier and a 2-2-3 cocoa. They're going to eventually find out that they've got horses and a 3-2 banana and iron as well. So they're going to have a pretty good run there. Pretty hilly. They have a good option or two for their unique
question
district.
For you, because you can hear me immediately.
Yeah,
my chat has a delay. Can you hear my dog snoring? Not snoring, but dreaming.
Yeah,
barking.
Yeah, she's barking in her sleep. Yeah, Rory does that all the time too.
Annoying, I'll wake her up, but I don't have the heart.
No. Jeez, let her go. So Germany over here, floodplains alley. If disasters are more frequent, then they'll feel that.
Oh, not to mention that's really powerful for the Liang Open too, because you can take her 1 promotion.
Oh yeah,
you can get the production from all your floodplains.
I used that yesterday in my in the team where I was playing with Corny. I took I did a Liang play because I had 6 floodplains, and it was pretty sweet, extra production, because I had that, plus I also took Goddess of the Reeds and Marshes or whatever, so I had 2 production on all of my so I had 3 2 tiles, 4 2 tiles, 5 2 tiles. It was pretty sweet, as long as it's for the time I had the city anyway. Eventually, I eventually got triple teamed, but
Nice. Well, yeah, you were telling me that. That's not so nice, but
yeah,
it's nice actually getting to play with the mod a little bit more, so we're both a little bit more familiar with it too for the casting, right? Because
yeah,
like
absolutely.
even last week, I wouldn't be able to tell you, oh, I think there go River Goddess there or this or that, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Only with time we'll get that better, eh? Korea does have a nice spawn, Zeep, and Rome is interesting. They have a kind of a flattish, pretty ugly look to the north, but they've got pretty good space to the south with some buffer. However, Rome and Korea will be against one another, so there'll be a little bit of a battle for who gets these mountains. And I will say I found the other wonder, and it's Paititi. Now it has been nerfed in the mod. It doesn't give nearly as much value as it does in the single player, but it's still a solid wonder, and it looks like that'll be Rome's for the taking probably, unless Mapuche made a really long play past these city states. So, and yes, God, Alice, I don't know, Silis. How do I say your name? One Alice. I don't know how to say that. Sorry. But yes, Norway's got a free sim, and it looks like Indonesia will have a free sim. So it's going to be a crazy battle for the waters, basically.
I'm pretty sure that they will keep this. Like, this is a pretty balanced map.
Yeah, well, unless the other team use their, and then that'd be it. So,
but with it being so balanced, though, right? Is that like you would think that one would want to save it until next game, like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this does feel. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It'd be interesting to get inside the heads of the guys and know what their qualifications are for wanting to use their token and that, right? But,
yeah.
Now free sim, but that being said, some of this land's not the greatest. Like, I mean, this part down here is nothing but flat land.
But you got to think with his harbor ability.
And that's true. And there's actually, right? If they get fishing boat Pantheon, there's a lot of fishing boats in the waters here. So you could get a couple of really good fishing boat cities in here as well.
Is there any religious city states by them?
Religious, no. Oh yeah, well, Nazca up there, not too far away.
Not too far.
So
yeah, because they can pillage. He can pillage holy sites to win the race to get God of the Sea.
Yeah,
or not holy sites. The Nazca lines if they get them in time.
The Nazca lines are up, but I don't think they'll get there in time. They're a long ways away. It's potential, but
Indonesia's there too, and heading that way with their scout, right? So
yeah,
I'm assuming we're gonna see that happen.
Indonesia's tough to beat to the first Pantheon, is for sure. Although they only have one adjacent to the coast right now, so
that's definitely limiting their ability for sure. But that is going to be a nice campus.
Campus they're on an isolated sea. Well, not really, because they can get down south, right? Yeah, so they're not really isolated. I mean, their capital wouldn't be able to, but there's all kinds of land for them to sim on this coast, all the way down.
Frank, one from my side says, "All I care about is uranium. Who's got the advantage?" With a winky face.
Yeah, who's going to launch the nukes? Well, we know it can happen because Corny introduced everybody to it not long ago.
Yeah, it's so ironic too, the way like that chat, like the way that happened last week, where like chat was like, "Oh no, it doesn't happen very often. It hasn't happened in season 3 much," and then the one guy's like, "No, it has happened," and then we finish off with like just one big nuke fest at the end.
Yeah. So yeah, Russia is likely to get an early Pantheon. They're obviously not going to take fishing boats, but they only have one tile. They're probably only working one tile with Faith on it right now, to be honest with you. If I had to guess. And
so as far
as
what they're going to do too, just because like from talking to Torjed, I'm pretty sure that whoever's controlling Russia there, which was Almog or whatever his name is, I'm pretty sure he's going to go with a 2 shrine opening. It's the same one that Torjed did yesterday.
Yeah,
not yesterday, last week.
Yeah.
So what they do is they go one scout into settler into like that second city into their lavra. Then they get a second settler from the first city, and they go it times out that both of the shrines come up online, because if there's another religious civilization in the game, they know that they might not necessarily get the first religion, but this time they might have their pick, and that way it's stronger, because you usually go with either Feed the World or Choral Music, depending on which one it goes first, and then either way you're set up for your lavras to be very powerful.
So Rome's 2 turns on their first settler. Germany 1 turn on the settler, 3 turns for Peter, 2 turns for Korea, 2 turns for Mapuche, 3 turns for... Oh, we do have interaction here. Agatha has paused it. It is turn 8 again, so the time for another vote. But interesting, the Mapuche has come down and met where the
Genghis Khan is.
The Mongols are, and the Mongols looks like there were 3 turns on the settler. Karakorum, whatever you call it, 2 turns on their settler, and the settler's out in Majapahit. Be interesting to see where they go. And Norway still 3 turns on their settler. They went builder, I guess. They went builder before settler, unless they got that out of a goodie hut. But where's their troops? Oh, they went scout. There you go. They have 2 scouts. They went scout into settler for Norway. And they're going settler, so they went scout, settler, set. Oh no, wait, they did do 2 scouts. Maybe they got one in a goodie hut. Because they couldn't have a settler out and 2 scouts.
They must have gotten one.
Yeah, they must have. They couldn't have gone scout, settler, and be on a second settler. So they're going back to back. There is a
notification that'll pop up too for you, like when they get like Patreons or goodie huts and stuff.
Every once in a while, I catch it, and then there's times I don't, and I wish I could catch it every time because it's so nice. Keep an eye out for it too. Yeah. So the settlers popped there. Let's see where Korea's going with theirs because they got theirs out. They haven't moved it yet. Rome's got theirs.
Ooh, and Genghis. Settler is going to be running from Mapuche. If you scroll back up there quickly, Genghis's warriors are knocking on the doorstep of the capital already.
Oh yeah, they're going to have. So my guess is that they're going to be borrowing money for a scout.
Yeah, for a scout. Yeah.
My guess is a scout pops out of here. A purchased scout pops out from Mapuche. Yeah, maybe even before this turn. Oh no, it is between turns. I guess maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's between turns. Oh no, it's waiting. Maybe he couldn't get the money. Because he's gonna have to escort that bad boy.
Can you go to the score so we can see their total? Like, is it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry. There you go. So 50.
Because Russia's saving money for something with $60.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they can't afford. Yeah, he's gonna have to bring his scout back. Yeah, because he didn't have the money.
Oh yeah, he first moved there, right? Did you see that?
Yeah,
he first moved there. Yeah. That was good to get him away.
Very nice call.
And he's going to go over here and settle the wonder, and he knows the scouts in the area, so he's safe.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, so he did get a scout. Looks like he bought a scout in the capital there in Mongolia because he dropped a scout out with his settler this turn, so he's got the warrior hanging out, and he's got a builder there now. It looks like he might have got that builder from a hut. Because he just popped the settler, so I don't know how I could have a builder as well. Heading westward bound is Korea, and they're all back into a settler as well. Everybody looks to be going settler here, except for Russia. Russia just got their settler out, and now they're going holy site. But there's a lot of settler here. A lot of settler.
It looks like Russia is going for that opening. Yeah, they're going to go 2 lavras and 2 shrines.
So why they don't share Eurekas, but if somebody finishes a technology, then their allies all get the boost, the Eureka for it, or the inspiration. So like if you improve 3 tiles, only you get that boost for craftsmanship. But once you finish craftsmanship all the way, then everybody else will have gotten it. And that's the same for every tech.
And so there's different openings too, like with, say, for instance, what my guess would be between Genghis Khan and most likely Rome would be doing, and same thing with Lautaro and one of the either Korea or Germany would be going for it. One will be going into animal husbandry, the other will be hard teching bronze working, and then it times out that the person who got animal husbandry will hit bronze working at the exact same time as the person who hard teched it. And that way they can get their encampments up and running and start running their projects earlier to nab the great generals.
Exactly. So, updates. God of the Sea is in the hands of Indonesia, which is going to be a heartbreak. In the hands of the mastermind Corny, which I'll tell the story about a little bit later once we have time. So, and he's crushing it right now. He's 1 turn on his second settler. He's just got his second city down. He's absolutely loving his life right now, and
he likes that style, because he played with Phoenicia. It's the very same style, similar anyway.
Yeah, and then God of the Sea, is going to be a very big disappointment for the folks in Norway when they find out they don't have God of the Sea, especially when you look at what he has in the capital and what he was going to have available to him down here. That is a heartbreak. A heartbreak for PP Patrol.
He might be able to grab River Goddess, though, and steal it.
Yeah, he might Russia. Be. Well, Russia doesn't have theirs yet. Like I said earlier, they only have one tile currently that they're working with
there you
Faith.
Go. Perfect timing.
Oh, there you go. Just popped up. River Goddess, yes. So he's got that in his hand, so he doesn't need to worry about losing his Pantheon. Further up so you're going to be interesting here to see on this river. There's going to be Germany things going on with the Hanses and the commercial hubs, but they're going to want to get a dam up quick.
And what is it? Is it guilds? I think, right? That they
they get their extra ability for districts on guilds. Yeah, so not too far off. Second settler pop for Germany, so they're going quick. 2 turns for the second settler there. And by the way, chat, Moondog, you're right. This map does look like Australia. It's an inside joke. I think Germany Korea Sim will win unless Russia can get culture victory.
I think the inside joke isn't it that everything looks like Australia?
Yeah, basically, yeah. We've had discussions where people, like I've said once, that this kind of looks like Australia because it kind of looked like Australia, but the mirror of it. And then he was like, he got slightly offended as an Australian for a minute, and then he just embraced the joke, and it's just been a thing.
And then it's been going since, yeah.
Yeah. So there's another settler there. We do have a prediction in chat for Germany Korea simming to win out the day. Oh, unless Russia can win the.
I would bet money that that it doesn't work out that way.
Yeah, I'd be interesting. We'll see. Who knows? I like the predictions though. I love the enthusiasm. Yeah. So we have Hunza up here in the north, along with Nazca. Nazca's got some nice flat land for their Nazca lines too. That's hot. Well, some anyway. And then we have Kaguna. I think somebody asked earlier. You can only take one city state. Is correct. Moondoggy, you asked that. One city state that you can take and keep.
Then you burn it.
I
meant the overview of the city states so that we can just see the whole list.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there you go. So Brussels, Singapore, industrial, Kagawana, Kumasi, and Mohenjo-daro in the culture, Nazca and Kandy.
Spread.
Yeah, Nazca and Kandy. So potential relic action there if anybody can get a hold of them. Akkad and Preslav. Yeah, really nice spread actually. It's like 2 of everything. Really?
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long. Oh, there's only one commercial. Only one commercial, but yeah, not for long. All right, so and yeah, this isolation is so good. Like you letting him be isolated on this open space like this is absolute. Like he's just gonna destroy. I have to be careful to be biased because I'll just jump on my corny story. So obviously last Friday, did my first broadcast with the CWC, and absolutely loved it. Had a great time. Woke up on Monday, and Corny had sent me unsolicited a couple of private messages on Discord. I had never talked to him before. He had never talked to me before. And he had gone in, found my stream, and went back and watched the VOD of the entire game, and felt compelled to send me a message saying that he thought I did a great job broadcasting, and was really excited to have me on the team to be doing it, and then he offered up his help to help me improve my knowledge of the game and play with him and stuff like that. And I was blown away
in that game. Like was it his team that was?
It was him and a couple of other regulars that play with the crew. Like it didn't include Jack the Ripper, but it was a couple of guys that play with him. And then there was another team that was the whole. Right? Yeah, it was in the CPI. Yeah, and then it was like all the crew that always plays the teamers, and I got subbed in there, and I had a blast. I ended up getting triple teamed. I was all isolated by myself, but I lasted quite a while and was able to take down a number of people with me, or a number of troops with me, and lasted long enough that my teammates could beat them up, and we ended up winning. So it was a lot of fun. I had a blast playing it, and I hope to do it again a number of times in the near future. So, but yeah, anyway, I couldn't believe it. I was just blown away. Like, it was like really humbling. The guy who nuked everybody in the game I did on Friday sends me a message on Monday saying, "Hey, great job! I really like the way you did that." And so yeah, it feels good.
So they already got a galley coming out on the south side. I noticed there.
Yeah, he's gone straight. He just settled the city, went straight galley. He's going to go exploring the seas. He's got lots of potential fishing boats in this city, and of course, locking up God of the Sea. Like I said. Here we go. So Indonesia's first scout has come over and found the Norwegians. So he knows where Norway is. They're going to know that Norway's isolated.
Just got to watch that holy site too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's got to protect that. Absolutely. Because he's got a scout here and another scout here. He's going to absolutely want to protect that, or else it could slow him down on his religion. Speaking of religion, we can jump over here and watch that Russia play unfold. We have the Lavra down and the Lavra down. Oh, actually under construction, but he's gone monument. Interesting. He's turned off.
Okay, so yeah, he didn't go
and
for
gone monument.
Didn't go for the shrines at all.
Yeah, well, he does have Lavra Shrine. But maybe he's not as worried about competition because he switched to monument before finishing off the second Lavra.
Can we take a look at the Great People Points?
Yeah, absolutely. So Norway is actually about to lock up their profit, and maybe that was the thought. They've already got theirs. That's why they've already got it. Yeah. They've already got theirs. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Russia's already got theirs. So I was wondering why they would have turned that off. And maybe they project when we weren't looking, and
it must have been, yeah.
And just did that real quick.
So can we take a look at their ability then?
Already in there, baby. Oh, feed the world.
3 seconds.
So he had first choice and went feed the world. Three food and a housing for shrines and temples. So he's going to grow super tall. And Defender of the Faith is also very, very valuable. He can try and spread that to some of his buddies. There you go. So we have Scout Slinger coming online and a campus. The first say, yeah, go ahead.
So Corny, I was just going to say, Corny got his galley out there too, and then I think in Norway picked their religion. I didn't see it for sure though. Just those two.
How did he get that galley out?
He chopped it. I would guess.
There's nothing. There's nothing's been chopped though. Did he buy it?
He was at.
He must have bought it
because he was at 6 turns.
Yeah, he was at 6 turns last turn.
Yeah.
How did he? He must have bought a galley because this is the galley he was working on right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because it was 6 turns, but then he mined his amber to get a 2-2. It was 2-2 production now because everything else is 2-1. So it was 6 turns, got trimmed to 3 because he doubled his production here. Or trimmed to 4 and then dropped to 3 on a turn. Settler coming out. He knows he's isolated, and he's going to just spam settlers now. I'm assuming he's probably got his settler card in.
Yeah, that would be a safe assumption probably.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at the text quickly too, just to see how the divergence are happening with culture and
so tech-wise, on the PP Patrol side, they are running archery out on 3 sides, and celestial navigation is coming online in 4 turns for Norway, and celestial navigation coming online in 3 turns because they got their did they get fishing boats? Yeah, they got a couple fishing boats online to get the boost, so they're now 3 turns on that. You could just see that happen on screen there. So pretty interesting there. And then, yeah, what else we got here? Ironworking, archery, pottery. So Peter has doubled back to pottery. And see, so he's finishing his monument off. He's gone back to settler. He does need to get settlers going, obviously, because his religion play got him a little bit behind. Has Norway gone? Okay, so I was just going to say, last week, Norway didn't get wide. And with all this land, they need to get wide. As quick as they can. They are going shrine, and now they're into settler. You have to hope relatively quickly that they can get wide and not make the same mistake. So interesting here, you can see some pillaging going on. The harassment has begun as far as and archers coming online, getting super aggressive over here is Mongolia, and the harassment has begun. That unit, you can see they've done some pillaging to stay alive, and you'll also see there'll be less promotions. You'll see a lot less promoting because promotions with the nerf, or not, was a nerf, but the promotions in the patch were such that scaling doesn't occur for promotions. So units don't get scale promotions, so it's not like 2 hits in a promotion, 3 hits in a promotion. How long does this?
How much is it? Or sorry, how much of a scaling is it?
It doesn't scale at all. It's the same promotions
like
as standard speed. So it's 15. Yeah, 15, right, for the first promotion on a unit, and then 15, and then 45. I want to say for the promotions.
Yeah. And that's even on online speed. That's drastic.
Like, yeah, it is. It's a pretty big difference, but it kind of makes sense because the XP isn't scaled, right? So what was happening is you would everybody be running around with level 3 and level 4 stuff, right? And it's a bit of a nerf on Kree because a lot of people that was their strategy. They would spam their Okishi Taos, go out and get them level 3 like instantly off of a city state, like just kill your city state units until they've got level 3s. And then you could take cities with your scouts, and it was kind of a weird strat that didn't make a whole lot of sense. So it makes a lot more sense. Big Daddy, yes, it was indeed. And Moondoggy, yes. How long do the games take? 150 turns would be a long. Like typically, you're looking at like turn 100. You're starting to get close to like ideas of who's going to be online to get a win, and then by 120, 130, you're going to get a victory pretty much. I think science victories are in the 120 range, from what I've seen. So yeah.
Can we take a quick look at the error score?
Yeah, we absolutely can.
Into it.
I just wanted to show the settler spam going on here. Harbor coming online. Over here, look at these tiles. 3, 2, 1s in the water. Just absolutely beautiful. Getting the God of the Sea. We'll take a look at Pantheons as well. But yes, settler. They're gonna have 6 cities here in no time, and Norway has 2, and a third.
Do you think they're gonna go straight into free inquiry, like Corny? Speaking of Corny, I mean.
Well, I don't know, because with that faith production, he might want a monumentality run, but with all these settlers already, who knows? It's hard to say.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he might not need it.
Chopping them out, but because he can faith by his naval units, right? Like,
yeah, that's true. You could save that. Yeah, because he's gonna have this harbor raid here is legitimately gross. You're already a +4. +3 and a +3, double those and add science to them. Yeah, be interesting to see. It's a very good question. So era score wise, it looks like everybody's getting their golden. Yep, everybody 7 turns to go. Almost impossible at this level to miss your golden. Even if you tried, I don't think you could miss your golden in the first era.
Not in the ancient era.
Yeah,
classic
going into classic. Yeah.
Oh,
and you can see here that Kagawana is going to get a beat down here. They've actually used scouts to put it under zone of control with this galley, and the galleys are going to take it out, and that's going to be a very aggressive play on the front door of Norway. This is going to be... I'm going to have a hard time. You're going to have to get me to come away. This is going to be hard to draw me away from this part of the field right here.
Am I seeing that right? That Russia's warrior is inside of Aaken's territory, where the arches are?
It is indeed, and it's standing on what's potentially a +3 campus. Looks like, yeah, it's standing on a +3 campus. It's going to die though.
Just to delay
the science a little bit. Yeah, but it'll be dead very soon. It'll be a sacrificial warrior. But yes, more so it's going to be up to 5 in there in Russia. They have 2 cities, a third coming the way, and 2 more settlers very close. I was looking at going to take a look at Pantheons again as well. So River Goddess, as we know, Pantheon in Lead Reeds and Marshes, so very nice pickup for Germany, as we talked about earlier. Throwing production on all these floodplains is going to be very solid. Up here, no Pantheon yet for the Romans. Interesting. In here, fertility rights. All right. Get that extra growth. And God of Craftsmen. Ooh, God of Craftsmen. Mongolia feels going to be super scary. I don't know. I got an interesting thought about Mol being super scary. Archers are coming online. He's got 2 and another 3 are coming. I would imagine he's going to come in here and start pestering Mapuche very soon. And Mapuche is not getting wide at all either. 3 cities each. So that's kind of the domination play, is get your 3 cities up and start spamming units, it looks like.
What he's going to be doing, like for the Mongolia one specifically, I don't know how close our Mapuche is probably going to follow, but from what I understand, the common strategy that I was taught by Destoria, at least with Mongolia, is to open up 3 cities. If you have an enemy that's within 10 tiles of you or pretty damn close to it, you go with 3 cities and then you're going to get your fourth and fifth city out quickly, and then you're going to make your play for Keshigs. Is you harass them with your horsemen, and then the real actual attack comes with Keshigs.
Yeah,
very quickly though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can push your Keshig fairly quick. Yeah, be interesting for sure. Get those archers out. Get the pre-builds going. Settler coming here, so they're going to be actually 5 cities in Rome pretty quick. Thank you for the follows, by the way. Niner drummer. I don't know if you're that kind of Niner drummer, but the kind I have in my chest. But I like it if you are. And again, if I'm butchering your name and you want me to say it a particular way, please just say so. I'm going to keep calling you Sialise until you tell me otherwise. For Germany, it's a wide civ. I think City Patron Goddess is good also. I'm not bad if you're going to get wide. It's going to be interesting to see how wide he can get, because he's got Korea to the north, who's not friendly. Oh, wait, he is friendly. Oh, sorry, yeah, I've got that mixed up. Sorry, he is friendly, but he'll basically be able to fill all of this in pretty safely, and I suppose down this way. Although he probably won't want to get on the coast too much. But it'd be interesting to see if he can ever get over here to what's becoming a very nice looking volcano. Or if like this is going to be a contentious area here. If Germany can get super wide, he might be kind of aware of the fact that he's not going to get super wide right now. And I do like with all these floodplains, and there's also floodplains over here. Like I mean, if he ever took Mohenjo-Daro, look at the floodplains in there. Like that's a lot of production he's be adding. Zorlet, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. So yes, we've gone through. We've gone through. What do you own? Pantheons. I wanted to take a quick look. I hovered over it while you were talking there. Buddhism is online for the Norwegians, and they have gone choral music, and they've gotten the pagoda, which gives diplomatic favor. So that's actually interesting. That's actually a Diplo victory play right there, building up that Diplo favor. He'll get his pagodas online as quick as he can, and see if that can help them win. Give him another victory condition down the road potentially. Anyway, Korea or Germany Machu play? Oh, Machu play. Yeah, no, not enough for Rome to want it. Germany could definitely make a Machu play. With the mountains that they've got up through there. Yeah. Korea, not bad. I would think Germany would want it. They're on the same team, so the only one of them obviously go for it. I would think Germany could probably take more advantage of it than, but it's not huge. Yeah, and they're probably the only ones who I'd say would want to consider it. Interesting map. Yeah, it is. It's very interesting. It's funny. This is actually a remap. The first map was actually insane.
Even more interesting.
It was like a massive. Half the map was just one long continuous land bridge. This one's kind of the same thing, but the land bridge is kind of broken off in a bunch of different directions.
And at least this time there's only 2 civilizations on the land bridge instead of
the one long land bridge had 4 civs on it, and it was a 3v1. But it's funny because the 3 actually the ones who remapped. The PP Patrol remapped, and they're the ones who had 3 versus Rome on that map, and they asked for the remaps. That's interesting.
Okay, so Norm, I'm going to be right back. I got to let my dog out, so I'm just going to mute myself. Like, don't worry about me. I'll come back in. But for my chat, Norm's going to be taking over. If you want, he's over on Twitch TV/Normulator. The links are in the description. And he also has a YouTube channel as well when that's there on top of that. But
perfect.
I'll be back.
Okay. Jesse, this is a Pangea. There's, I think, 4 different maps they can choose from. One team hosts. The other team gets to pick the map. Pangea was picked. You could also pick 7 seas, I think. And you can also pick continents as another option, I want to say. I think there's 3 or 4 different maps you can choose from, but yeah. Norway's Pantheon, they went with a Sacred Path. Sacred Path. Interesting. They do have a decent amount of jungle around. They got quite screwed. They'll have, so all 3 of them are going to get buffed by 1 jungle here. Plus, they also know they have a ton of jungle here. So it's actually a pretty interesting path to buff their hose. They got hosed. Well, not hosed. They lost out. They would have been desperately wanting to get God of the Sea, and they lost out to it, and probably knew they were going to lose out to it when they saw that Corny was going to go Indonesia. It was going to be an easy play for them. So Sacred Path was the best they could do. What's the advantage of hosting? Well, probably because a lot of these teams are regional, so they probably would have a first move benefit. Peroxide, they'd have a bit of a first move benefit in some cases. So yeah, that would be the reason why you'd want it. But also keep in mind too, I mean, picking the map's not that big of an advantage either. Like they're both kind of slight advantages, right? One team gets to. I think you'd probably prefer to host over pick map because most of the time people pick Pangea, but yeah, strategically it would just be a different gameplays. But yeah, first move benefit because a lot of it's regional. Like there's a Russian team and there's a team like some of the teams are a little bit scattered about, but yeah, the first move benefit is definitely the biggest part of that. Oh, CERN, does it really? Sacred Path applies to both? I don't know. Oh, Rainforest and Woods Tiles. You were absolutely right. Thank you for that. So that means that's 2 there. That's 2 there. And that's 2 there. Yeah, so all their holy sites are getting 2. So there you go. That's a +5. So that's pretty nice. That actually works out really well for them. +4 and 2 +5s. Yeah, I'm still getting used to some of the Pantheons and some of the little strategic parts of the multiplayer game because I haven't had a chance to play it as much as I'd like. But I'm going to try and find the time, maybe once a week or so to jump into a free-for-all or a teamer with Corny and the guys. I really like the way Corny's getting wide. He's got a city going north. He's got his 4th city down here. He's going to be 6 wide, getting his harbors online. I'm going to guess that he is next turn going to go free inquiry, prioritizing those harbors and getting his science going. He will be making faith, obviously. 9 faith a turn is pretty solid. 17 faith a turn over here. So that's not really... The 9 faith a turn is not really enough to justify a free inquiry, especially since he's already 6 cities wide. Not to justify monumentality. So I'm guessing a free inquiry play here. Okay, there we go. They just chose... And they did go monumentality to work that faith that they're making off their holy sites. Let's take a look around. Best caster, what is the map? It's believe it or not, NC, it is a Pangea. Gonna rip my hair out and play some more Nightmare mode. Big Daddy. Oh, wow. That is a fast play. Oh, wait, we have action going on, folks. I'm not going to move away from this for a bit. The horse rush happened in a hurry. I'm guessing they chopped out a bunch of horses. Yeah. They chopped out horses in Keshkar and in Karakoram and probably 1 or 2 in here. They chopped out horses. And there's 3 back here. They had all those archers we showed earlier, and they've now taken down Puel Mapu. And this could be a massive, massive problem here for Mapuche. If they do not get something going really quick, this could be big, big trouble. They're going to need every resource from their neighbors. Because there's more horses coming. There's a builder on the way. He's probably going to buy this tile down here and chop out another horse. There's another horse coming here. Like, honestly, he's going to have no choice. I do see a great general online from that Sun Tzu. Who got the first one? Did they get a first one? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's take a look here and see what's been recruited. Only the one's been recruited, and it was by Mapuche. That's going to keep him. That's going to give him a little bit of life. It's going to give it a little bit of life. Also, Euclid's been grabbed by Korea. They got their Say wounds up quickly. But, oh my goodness. The general could be the lifesaver. right now. They're going to want to get that archer the heck out of there. It's probably okay this turn. As long as it doesn't get hit by this archer and then hit, it's probably okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay, it's got its move away. And he's probably going to last move. He's going to try and first move this horse, I'd imagine. He's got flanking assistance here. Warrior coming. I can only imagine that Mapuche's trying to get to swords. He is. He's one turn on ironworking, and he'll get gold and upgrade. I do not see... Oh, I do see iron online for him, so he'll have some iron in play. Like that. Here comes the last move, first move. Okay, the last move, first move came over here to kill that guy. And then so that was last move action, and then we're going to see some first move action over here, most likely. Unless he just tries to back that archer away to save it. So there comes the last warrior into swords. It'll be interesting to see what comes online here. They're going to get their city back. Yep, they get their city back. Very nice counterplay with the horses. You got to give it to them on that play. Here comes... Oh, there was an attempted move there, and they did not get it. He got away with his promotion. The general's in position here now to support that guy. The archers are in shape for some counter hits. This city is probably going to exchange again. I'm not sure how many moves this guy has left. I'm not sure if he can get through that, because I thought I saw this guy move already. But this... I don't think that takes it across the river. Earlier you mentioned a patch nerf to promotions. Can you quickly explain that? So yes, basically it used to be that the promotions that military units got were scaled. So the first promotion happened at 7 experience, and then it was 20 or whatever. But now, it doesn't scale anymore. It's the same as if you're on standard speed. So the first promotion's at 15 XP and going up. So it makes a big difference. As you can see, normally you would see so many promoted units, right? Everybody's going to have level... Oh, he did have enough movement. He's got it back. And then it'll probably come... those archers are going to make it too hard to hold that city, I think. Those archers are going to make it too hard to hold this city for a bit. But they do have a swordsman upgraded here. That's going to make a big difference. 2 archers coming online to counter these ones. But yeah, like I said, normally you would be seeing a lot more promoted units. You'd have everyone be level 1, level 2 out of their minds, right? And it's a big difference now. You saw this guy went to level 1 with his promotion. And so now having a promoted unit is going to seem super valuable. Having a level 2 of something is going to feel really strong. Level 3 is going to be nuts. So they have fallen back. At this point, I'm guessing these guys are just don't roll over. His teammates are probably don't roll over. You've got your general, play defense, get your archers up, fortify your swordsman. He'll probably get this guy. This is a level 1. He's going to want to get this guy up because he's a promoted warrior. He's going to want to get him leveled up to a swords very, very quickly, I would imagine. He's probably begging for the money and iron from his teammates as we speak. We got an encampment coming online here. This will be their first encampment, and they also have one placed here, it looks like. Yeah, so they're going to... Oh, wait, that's a campus, maybe. Yeah, that's a placed campus, but not built. So this is their first encampment. They're going to try and get a... they'll have to try and get great general points online. Where are we? Mapuche and Rome is actually working them. So they're going to want to get them online because they haven't started. They didn't even bother. They just did a horse rush. They didn't even bother with encampments or generals or anything. They're just let's get in there and let's get after it. So pretty crazy stuff. While we are waiting for the next turn of movements, I want to take a quick look here. He has gone 1, 2, 3, 6 wide. Scouts over here checking things out. These galleys are healed. If they can kill this galley out of the city, they can pursue this city again as a capture. Couple archers coming online to defend their lands from here. Norway is now 3 wide, make it 4 wide. Holy Site's coming online. They're going to want that for their Dedication, obviously, the free inquiry or monumentality. Sorry, and another settler coming there. Let's take a look for last moves. No more last moves here, so there's no last